If you're looking for fast, cheap, reliable Muck coins, make sure to check out buymuckcoins.com. Link in the description. Use code CK for 10% off. Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK, and today we're going to be going over the MLB Base Elite predictions for Madden 18 Ultimate Team, and I had to split it up from the outside linebackers because there's just way too many. I mean, let me just go through this list, man. We have 14 base elites in this one video, man. I gotta shout out Chiefs YT on Twitter, man. Drop him a follow. He's doing me a solid by getting me all these cards for free, so I appreciate him for that, man. Now let's get right into it. Grab yourself a chair, man. This is gonna be a litty video. Drop a like on it. All the support makes you want to turn out these videos faster. Now I'm gonna start off with two guys who were amazing a few years ago and who got injured last year, so I'm not gonna deduct any points from their overall for that. Man, we're gonna start off with Luke Kuechly, 89 overall. We all know what he can do when he's healthy. In my opinion, the best MLB in the NFL, man. I cannot take any overall points away from him, so we're gonna keep him the same. The other guy is Navarro Bowman. He was an 85 base elite last year, so I'm gonna give him the same overall, man. Can't go up, can't go down because he got injured, but we all know he's still amazing. Now, let's talk about some of the guys that, you know, improved just a little bit, man. Bobby Wagner, we're going with 89 overall. Now let me explain why, man. The guy led the entire NFL in tackles. Not to mention he had 4.5 sacks, man. He's always making plays, always flying to the ball. Definitely one of the leaders of that vaunted Seahawks defense. Next up, say it with me, man. Simba. 89 overall is what I'm going with. He deserves it, let me tell you why. He led all linebackers in interceptions. Guy makes plays, man. He does not get enough credit for how good he is in coverage especially. And he's also a really good tackler, man. He forces fumbles, he gets sacks, he does it all. Don't tell me he doesn't deserve an 89, man. That's what I'm going with. Another 89, man. Ryan Shazier from the Pittsburgh Steelers, another young MLB coming into his own, man. He had a really good season as well. 4th in interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, and 3.5 sacks, not to mention all the tackles he had. Man, obviously you can see he can do it all. I think he deserves an 89 overall in Madden 18. That's it for the 89 overalls, man. Now let's move on to the 88 overalls. Zach Brown, 2nd in tackles in the entire NFL, and he had 4 sacks, man. You don't understand how crazy that is for someone who we don't really hear about when we talk about the elite linebackers in the NFL, man. I think it's time we start giving this guy his credit. We have 2 87 overalls, man. Christian Kirksey and CJ Mosley. Now Mosley was 2nd in interceptions for linebackers, and Kirksey was 3rd in tackles in the entire NFL, man. So both of them very good playmakers. I think they're gonna get high elites. 87 is what I'm going with. Now we have a bevy of 86 overalls, man. Starting with Quan Alexander, who had a really good season, man. Zachary Orr, the only linebacker with more than 120 tackles and 3 interceptions. Paul Posluszny with a solid 132 tackles, and also Vontaze Burfict. He had over 100 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble, man. All these linebackers are really good. I think they definitely deserve to be elites. And we're not done yet. You have a few more, man. Lawrence Timmons, top 20 in tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 2 interceptions, man. I definitely think he deserves an elite card. And Eric Hendricks burst onto the scene last year. Unfortunately, I think he's better than his brother Michael. Not a lot better, but you know, just a little bit, man. Top 25 in tackles, 2.5 sacks, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. He's a star in the making, trust me. He's gonna be elite for a very long time. Now we have some honorable mentions. Just because someone's not in honorable mentions, or if they didn't get a card in this video, doesn't mean they're not a good player. It just means they're not elite. You know what I'm saying? So let's start off with Mason Foster, man. He had a good year, but he was a 71 overall last year. I don't think he's gonna get a big enough jump to put him into that elite category, but he's still a very good player. Also, Kiko Alonso, man, this guy easily could have gotten an elite if he, you know, added some sacks into his arsenal, man. He had over 100 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, but 0 sacks. You gotta add that to your game if you want to be an elite linebacker, but he's right on the cusp. Another guy is Benardrick Mckenney, kind of like Kiko, except instead of no sacks, he had no interceptions, so his coverage game is a little bit lacking, but he had over 120 tackles and 5 sacks, man. So you really need to be an all-around player if you want to be an elite. And last but not least, Alec Ogletree, 7th in tackles, 2 interceptions, And you're asking, why is he not elite? Well, he had 0 sacks as well, man. Like I said, he got to be well-rounded. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, man. Please do me a favor and drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Outside linebacker predictions coming soon. And after that, probably tight ends or, you know, whatever position you guys want. Let me know down in the comment section. Please subscribe if you're new around here. And as for me,
gotta run when I hear the bird call. Damn, hop in that thing and murk off, swerve off.